for a nightcap. Chill, you know, kick back.
Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and tonight we're talking sweet revenge, baby. We've got pop stars who are releasing breakup anthems, and the girls are loving it. But should we take the high road, or should we get sweet revenge? I got the girls here to talk all about it.
What's something that's incredibly immature that you will never stop doing?
Ever since my ex and I broke up in 2016, I've had a very interesting tactic for revenge. My revenge comes in the form of email newsletters. So if I'm in the airport and I need an email address to give to the airport so I can use their Wi-Fi, I give them his. If I want to read an article and they need an email, I'll send them his. Do I want to be updated about events and happenings in the company? Yes. Topics of interest? All of them. And he doesn't know why. Not a clue. And I will literally never stop doing it.
All right, my girls are here. Christina Artemis, Cindy Burbano, Karen Diamat, and Nitra. All right, so have you guys heard Miley's and Shakira's songs?
Oh, yes.
Are they anthems? Are y'all blasting them?
Yes.
Blasting.
Repeat, girl.
Because revenge is kind of nice, right? Or just getting that anger from a cheating bastard out, right?
Yeah. Sweet revenge.
Totally. I mean, it's better than like banging a car, right?
Sweet revenge.
You know, it's a nicer way.
Have you ever bust the window out of a car, though? Like that? I've never done it. I've been an accomplice. The rage, you know, it's kind of like, that's different. That's a different.
Have you ever cut the seat belts, though?
Okay, I put bleach on clothes.
Okay, Karen.
She's like, have you cut the? She's like, well, have you ever cut the brakes? I'm like, okay, girl. I don't know about that.
A little sugar in
All
the
right,
tank.
so Karen likes a little revenge. I mean, how do you guys feel about it? Do you like just, you know, getting out your emotions and just talking about it? Or do you feel like, you know, airing the dirty laundry? Like Shakira aired out dirty laundry. Whereas Miley, you know, was just kind of saying, F you, and this is how I feel, and I'm doing better.
Miley told him, I don't need you. I don't need you to buy me flowers. I don't need you to take me nowhere, because you know why? I do that already for myself. I can do that for myself, so why are you here? That's why I was feeling Miley, because there's a lot of women out there that go through that. They're in a relationship, and they are the quote-unquote, what is it, dominant one in the relationship. They're handling everything. They're whining and dining. Girl, you are the woman. Come on now, get it together.
See, I know. We're Latinas. Maybe it's a cultural thing. As a Latina, you say it what it is. Here you go. I'm not gonna hide it, because we're tired of always having to, like, oh, don't say that. You have to take the high road. You got to be the lady. No, he did her wrong. He cheated on her. He brought this girl to her house when the kids weren't there. I mean, all these things. Say it.
Yeah.
Say it.
Call them
People
out.
need to know what type of man you are, or man.
I mean, she ate her
I
strawberries.
think she held back. I think maybe for the kids.
Oh, she did.
Because it was very censored, I think. It was nice. It still felt good. And I feel like she still got some out, like some of that, like, anger out, but it was very tame.
You think Shakira's was tame?
I think Shakira's was tame. Because she had more reason, right, than like Miley. And especially because he's like prancing around with like a hot 22-year-old, I guess she is,
Yeah,
right?
she's 22.
So it's like Shakira put him in the limelight. We knew nothing about Piqué, right? I didn't know.
I
mean, people who like soccer,
we
in
in
the
the soccer world?
Yes,
Okay. But Shakira is still Shakira.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Come on. So I think
Rolex,
yes,
Ferrari,
yes.
and not a Twingo, not a Casio.
Not a Casio.
No.
Exactly.
Right,
So,
right. But she went line for line. You know, she was dropping some bars. I think that's where she hit the nail on the head, and that's why people are just really raving about her, because she just matched his energy completely, line for line, told it all, dropped it all in the studio, and then she cashed her check, because according to the reports, she's got $2.5 million in the bank from that song.
She sure does. She sure does.
Las mujeres ya no lloran, facturan.
Factura.
Exactly.
Women don't cry.
Exactly.
They cash out.
They cash out, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. But Miley, she actually took Bruno Mars's song and basically flipped it, unlike Shakira, who made her own stuff. She was like,
she can hold her own hand, you know.
I can talk to myself for hours. I can take myself dancing. I can hold my own hand. And I can love myself better.
Yes, ma'am.
Loved it.
But I don't know. Shouldn't Bruno have been kind of like a collaborator on that? Why'd she have to bring Bruno into this?
Well, because
two different points of view, though. You know what I'm saying?
That
The
he
female
dedicated
perspective.
that song to her, and so the reason why is like she flipped it on him, like because when they were together, when they were in good times, it was like, this is what I'm dedicating you. This is how it comes about.
Okay.
And then she was like, well, you don't need to dedicate this song to me because this and this and this, and then she flips this. That's where it comes from.
She basically said it. You forgot I'm Miley Cyrus, bitch.
That's what. That's what.
Yep.
Chin check.
Totally.
No. Piqué and Liam just,
No.
they lost.
They lost, totally.
But was it petty?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Michelle Obama said, when you go low, I mean, when they go low, you go high. But sometimes you need to go lower to get your point across. But you know, busting windows out the car. That's why we make this music. It's a different outlet. Like, I could go and sleep with your friend. I could do that. But I chose to make a song and call you the dog-ass man that you are.
I never match petty energy with pettier. I think these girls are just after their bag, and they just turned their sorrows into like a sweet revenge. I think it's
I think it's petty because of the lingo. I mean, there's like, I know she said that you get like all out and about it, but if you're not being petty, you're not gonna put everything out there. You're gonna be subliminal. That's petty when you're kind of like shading on the cool. You know what I'm saying? These girls was like, nah.
But I see this has been happening for years in the music industry. People have been doing this for years. Like even in the Taylor Swift. No, Paquita la del barrio. Let's get old.
She goes crazy.
Lupita D'Alessio. I mean, I'm talking like old school. They were going hard. Like, this is what they do. They're artists. The way that they express or say their feelings is through music. Exactly. So there's nothing wrong with it. This is what you do.
All right, speaking of the pettiness, though, I don't know if this is true or not, but let's watch the video, because apparently Shakira went super, super petty. What we just saw is basically, allegedly, the bruja in the balcony of Shakira's house facing her suegra, which is her mother-in-law's house, blasting the music on repeat. This is a witch. But Cindy, you got the tea.
I do have the tea. So when she never married Piqué, but when they got together, you have all this money. Piqué wanted his parents to live in the property. So they built this beautiful home in the same property right there for the parents. And so, yes, she was actually there. A lot of people thought she was in Miami. She wasn't. She was in the house. They were packing up some stuff. They took out some Halloween, bruja, put it out there facing the mother-in-law's house. Yes, it did happen. I know it did. For a fact.
Love that. I love that. All right. Well, I'm going to have to go behind the bar because we need a male perspective. And Darren was like, you know what? I'm going to make some drinks and shake things up. So we'll see what he has to think about all this petty or sweet revenge. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about sweet revenge with the ladies, but I had to have a man. So Darian's here, because you're going to do what? You're going to back that glass up, baby. I love that you threw the baby in there. Okay, you watched the show.
Yeah.
All right, so what are your thoughts on revenge?
First off, I think revenge is petty, okay? Except them making money, that's the only thing that I'll give y'all credit for. That was a smart thing.
So, they
Women are always about their money, so I give y'all credit because y'all made a little money. But all the other stuff was petty. Why you gotta air it out with laundry, okay? Like, everybody don't need to know. And then the whole thing about her playing the music at her in-law,
That's too much?
She going to hell. You know what I'm saying?
She's going to hell? Oh my gosh. All right, so let's cool this down. What are you making?
So I'm making the petty, okay? This drink right here is non-alcoholic because these ladies obviously don't need another drink in their life, okay?
It's dry January, that's why.
That too. So we're gonna add a little apple juice.
Okay.
We're gonna add a little orange juice, and we're gonna add a little passion fruit. Passion is something that these ladies, Shakira and Miley, don't have right now because they going through a breakup because they guys cheated on them. And I'm here to speak for every man in the world.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with being faithful.
Ain't nothing wrong. Okay, yes. Listen to him. Ain't nothing wrong with being faithful.
So if they got cheated on, they did something wrong. And they need to go to a counselor, and that's how we're going to figure that out. Because women are the problem.
Wait, you're blaming Shakira and Miley in this situation?
Yes,
why?
Because most times men express how they feel and why they did what they did.
I'm so sorry, but absolutely not. Men are notoriously known for not being able to express their feelings. they are just cocooned in this little shell, not expressing jack diddly squat.
Have you ever told a woman what's wrong?
What do you mean?
She gonna say, those bills are due. I don't wanna hear these feelings. And that's what happened.
You have dealt with some cold-hearted women, my friend.
I mean, I ain't dealt with no women that I haven't dealt with nothing with Shakira.
Are you afraid of where this is?
Well, y'all got me scared. I'm
He's
nervous.
shaking. He's like, these women gonna take revenge on me.
Blink two times if I need help, okay? I'm afraid. These women are crazy. Nah, I mean, that's a sad situation, though, that people have to go through cheating and then, but the positive is they did make money on it. I hope they can move forward because at the end of the day, when you put your business out like that, you're gonna be known as the girl who got cheated on. The smart thing they could have done was they could have teamed up with the women that they guys was cheating on with and learned some things. She could have went to them and said, hey, okay, what are you doing for my man that I'm not doing? And you could teach me the way. But no, they want to go make music off of it. Alrighty. Cheers to being petty.
And to being petty. All right, I'm here for that. And making coins. Okay.
That's horrible.
Okay.
No, that's horrible.
I mean, considering it's just got no alcohol.
I have a little something for y'all.
Hello, did you want one?
Pour up a petty for me.
I got you.
But just like revenge, charcuterie is a dish best served cold.
Ooh, the chatty mouse is in the building,
Yes,
baby.
the chatty mouth is here, and these are perfect for the single ladies. If you're a single lady, celebrate it with a petty and some charcuterie. Yep, cheers.
All right, we gotta go to the couch. We gotta get these ladies to respond to what Darian just said, because this is unacceptable.
Why y'all gotta cheers being single all the time? Jesus.
Ain't nothing wrong with being single. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about sweet, sweet revenge and whether or not it's petty. And we're drinking the petty made by Darian. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Oh my.
Hold up.
Well, there you go. Oh, there you go.
Wait a minute.
All right, let's cheer again, because I'm in here now.
Cheers to petty.
Well, thank you. Cheers to petty.
All right, we've been talking about the breakup and the relationship, but what if we take revenge at work? Let's take a look at this video. Okay, so she was a little upset at her bosses, and so she decided, you know what, I'm gonna give people 50% off then, because it's not my money.
Where does she work, first of all, so that way I can get my coins in the right?
I don't know where she works. I don't know where.
Great customer service, by the way. That's great customer service. She needs Employee of the Year.
She's like Robin Hood at the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Like she's robbing the rich and giving to the poor.
Yeah, I'm not. No,
Cheers to sis.
I'm not. No way. That's too much. I mean, there's level of pettiness, but I mean, you're stealing.
You're stealing. Now you
like,
gotta
that's
get in
not
trouble,
good.
maybe face jail.
Yeah,
gotta get
no, that's too much.
You got to get caught first.
But she made a video. What do you mean you gotta get caught?
Hey, you got to get caught first, you know?
These new millennials don't care, though. They doing whatever they want. They don't even put 2 weeks notice in.
They want to document it on social media.
Yes.
For the clout.
Yeah.
Christina, you
If
have
you
a
go
business.
viral.
How would you feel about somebody working for you?
As an employee, not even, I would be afraid to get sued by my employer.
Yes.
No way. I saw it on TikTok. Another girl went viral and she did like a code so you can get it for free. People are just insane. How would you think you're going to get away with it? Unless they're just trying to go viral and then, you know, get a business out of that. But then karma.
Yeah,
if that's
it's
your
horrible.
business.
I mean, y'all never worked at Old Navy and hooked your girl up with.
Allegedly.
That's what they do at Old Navy.
Allegedly. Don't forget to ever say that. No.
Old Navy. If you want your money back, we know
I've never worked at Old
who.
Navy. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. I've
don't
never been
worry.
an Old Navy girl.
So do you get back at your employer? If they're rude to you, if they're, you know, taking away your vacations and not honoring your time off and your hours and your family time, is there a way to get revenge?
Yeah, take the ball out of his mouth. So when he's trying to work, you done took the little ball out the mouth. That's what we used to like play jokes on our boss back in the day, good old call center times.
Oh, I just work, and then get the hell out of there. They're losing. If you're a good employee, they're the ones that are losing. You got everything to give. You can find another job, honey. You stay your miserable self. I got better things to do. I'm not going to get to that level.
They can replace you just as easy as they're replaceable to you.
And that's
Y'all
okay.
are both disposable to each other.
But I don't want to work with people like that. See, that's the problem. If I'm not getting the respect that I deserve or that I'm giving my bosses, then why the hell do I want to stay there?
Well, unfortunately, not everybody has an option to be like, you know what, I've had enough here. You know, like some people are stuck in a pigeonhole at their job. Like they can't move on.
I agree. They do. Everybody has an option. You stay because you want to.
Right. I mean, I don't know if my work wife is there, then that's a big deal.
You gotta bring your work wife.
I'm saying like if she's there, then I might want to keep my job.
Here, have the petty. Have the petty. Please.
No. So we shouldn't really be taking revenge at work.
It's not as fun. It's truly not as fun.
No. These girls don't know how to celebrate petty. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a celebratory thing, you know.
So is there a way to be petty? I love the ball of the mouse idea. That's cute. That's a petty. That's like it's not going to get you in trouble, but like you're struggling today trying to figure out how you can do
what happened.
That's innocent revenge play.
Right.
Yeah. But there's not that many of them, are there?
I mean, there's different things you could do. You know, he brings his lunch every day. Go take a bite out of his lunch. I mean, there's just different levels of petty how you want to play.
She's like,
that's why I work for myself. I was a horrible employee. If I got to take the ball out your mouth to get my point across.
If I got to call your wife and tell her you're cheating.
And see, that's petty.
Salud for the petty. Salud for
I don't agree with that. But I'm wrong for eating his lunch. Right.
No. How about no?
We're going to continue this conversation after the break. You want to have fun with this, so stick around. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about sweet, sweet revenge with my friends Christina, Cindy, Darian, Karen, and Nitra. Well, now we're going to play a game before we go called What Would You Do? Let's watch this video.
My husband had left for a work trip, and about an hour into the trip, I had tried calling him and he didn't answer, so immediately my brain goes worst case scenario and I start freaking out. Hours go by, finally Highway Patrol calls me and says, all we know is your husband was in a car accident, he's alive and being airlifted to the hospital. He comes out of surgery, doesn't wake up, and they discovered that he had many, many strokes and a very traumatic brain injury. So of course I'm sitting in the hospital and start blaming myself, and I'm like, what if he was texting me when he crashed? So I open his phone, I've never gone through his phone before, and immediately pops up a conversation of him with another female on a different Snapchat account under a different name, a Snapchat I've never seen before. And so I keep looking, and he travels a lot for work, so there was all these women all over, and he was on so many dating websites under this name. But like the kids still need their dad, and like he's in this position, and you can't just fall out of love with somebody immediately, so I stayed. He woke up after 30 days. It was like a very, very gradual wake up, but as time went on, he finally admitted he did cheat on me, but that he was sorry and said all the that guys say to get you back. You know, I literally like was there to help him learn how to eat, learn how to walk, and I literally showed him how to use his phone. Like I was the one who freaking taught him how to use his phone just for him to start talking to females again.
I'm gonna need a drink after that.
Yeah, you're gonna need several. I'm gonna eat this cheese.
I'm gonna tell you something that's a huge red flag. If your husband has Snapchat, that's it. That's the red flag. That's the red flag.
I like that.
Crap chat. It's a known fact.
A man can have a flip phone. He's still gonna cheat.
Exactly, because like soon as you get online, it's nothing but women just showing everything on there. And then when you an attractive brother like myself, right, who hasn't got it going on, the ladies are just throwing themselves at you. So it's hard for these guys to like be faithful, you know. So you have to give the guys like a little leeway. But hey,
no, you don't.
Men don't cheat. They cheat back. So what did she do?
Calm down, little Duval.
Back to the bar.
Calm down.
And realize that women cheat too.
Yeah. That's why I said men cheat back. So I'm glad you confirmed that.
No,
Keep
you
paying
said
attention.
men don't cheat.
I said
Little
men
Duval.
cheat back.
Okay, first of all, let's say your significant other, it could be your lady,
Okay.
is, in a traumatic accident, and you're having to nurse them back. But during this time, you find out that they have been cheating throughout the entire country. Do you nurse them back?
I just found out I'm leaving the hospital.
I pull the plug. No.
I'm out the door.
I'm petty.
Did I just trip over your oxygen? I'm sorry. No, absolutely not. Karma's a bitch, and you're here for a reason. I got better things to do. I'm sorry. I don't have time. I don't have. Life is too short. If I have kids, I have to look for them, not for you, honey. That's why your mom is there, your dad is there, your family can come and do that. You wanted to play that field. Go. Why don't you call one of the girls? Maybe they can come and nurse you back. No, absolutely not.
The kids need their father. That's what she said. The kids need their father.
And that's fine. And when he gets better, then he can come say hello and give
the kids from the dad.
Exactly.
But if you pull the plug, let it go.
Oh, no, not a plug. I'm obviously kidding. I mean, I'm not about to murder.
We got a joker here.
Wait, unless you trip on it.
Allegedly, no.
No, I was with her. I actually liked that she was nursing him back to health. That was reasonable. I didn't think she was going to stay with him just because he is the father of her children.
But Chad, she was
get him
petty for
back.
like confronting him while he was going through his sickness.
No,
She could have waited till he had better
her own
help.
emotions.
Oh,
She has her own emotions. So you can't judge her
at a
for
weak
that.
moment.
Never.
A woman
No.
we can't hold it in
No,
either.
no.
No.
How about when she was pregnant and he was cheating? Like,
Right.
shut
Well, that's
the
a different
hell up.
story.
No, oh no.
That's a
no,
whole
it's
different topic.
not.
I can't.
That's I can't with you.
I'm just gonna say, you know
I'm
what?
done.
To be the
Cheers.
better person, you know, like she said, karma is a beast, and so is my Lord and Savior. And if this is my test, this is my test. Am I going to be petty, or am I going to be a servant of God and help somebody, even though they have done me dirty? You know what I'm saying? They need you at this point. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I couldn't do it. I probably would be upset, might pinch his ass every now and again. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to leave him.
I'll start dating. I'll like date other people as I'm nursing him back, but I'll nurse him back.
She comes to the hospital with her new man.
My new man helps me nurse him back to health, but I'll nurse him back to health.
We all got a level of petty up in us, okay? Let me know what your level of petty is, all right? Cheers to you and cheers to y'all. Thank you so much for bringing all that pettiness here to the nightcap.
I'm like, why am I mad?